playoffs. Yes, we are talking about the playoffs. The playoffs start next week, so it is time for us to make some predictions. I'm Madeline Burke for Sports Illustrated here with SI's Rohan Nadkarni and Howard Beck. Ro, I'll start with you here. Who is your Eastern Conference champion?
I'm going to go with the low-hanging fruit pick here, guys, and take the number one seed. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia 76ers just for a couple reasons. I think Joel Embiid remains the biggest matchup problem in the Eastern Conference. If he's healthy and has been committed to playing like he has this season, which is in the post, dominating guys on the block, I still don't think there's a team in the East that has an answer for him. In good faith, I just can't take the Nets after how little Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant have played together. I really like what the Bucks have done this year. I like the addition of PJ Tucker. I think they're going to be, more switchable, a different team in the playoffs than they were in years past. I'm just going with the Embiid factor. If he's playing the way he's been at his best this year, it was an MVP level. There's just no team that has the two-way guy that can really play with him in the post. And I think, based off the strength of that mismatch, plus they have a really good defense, championship level coaching in Doc Rivers, good shooting elsewhere in the lineup, Danny Green, George Hill, Seth Curry, etc. Of course, a defensive ace in Ben Simmons. I think they have the right pieces to really make a run this year.
Yeah, look, this is basically a three-team race by all accounts, right? It's Bucks or Nets or Sixers. Only one of those three teams is top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency, though, and that's the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, Giannis's team, and I know people don't want to buy in because they've seen the Bucks flame out a couple times. This is a different Bucks team. Again, top 10 in offense and defense right now. They are stronger with Drew Holiday there. They've got another guy who can create for himself and teammates. He's a huge upgrade over Bledsoe and George Hill. PJ Tucker, as Ro alluded to, is solidifying them defensively, making them more versatile, I think, at both ends of the floor. And this core has been together a while now. Yes, they've changed out some pieces, but Giannis, Middleton, DiVincenzo, Lopez, there's a core group here that has the continuity and has had that experience together in the postseason. And I think that's going to matter, especially when compared to, say, the Nets, who have spent like 7 minutes together.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily a curse. I think that might be a gift, which is why I'm going to go ahead and go with the obvious here in the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, the fact that Las Vegas has this super team as the odds-on favorite definitely helps my case. But the fact that the little they've played together and the success that they've still had, I think is a benefit. I mean, you look at a team like the Lakers, who when their stars go out, their stock plummets. The Nets, when their stars go out, they are able to maintain. The role players are getting valuable minutes. And they've got just ridiculously deep talent. Three of the league's best ISO players who have found a healthy collaboration in working together when they are on the court together. They've got hard, or at least they've shown us that they can fight with that 21-point comeback against Denver after that really rough stretch that we saw recently. And yes, their defense is flawed, but this team is built to win now. And while a lot rides on the matchup that they draw, I think a lot of folks would be surprised if they fell short in coming out of the East.